Just think of what you are. Be honest with yourself, because if you won't be honest with yourself, you can't be honest with God. When someone says evil about you, say something good. If you can't say something good about them, then don't say nothing. Just let it go. See? And then when you get to yourself, pray for them. A good praying wife or mother can do more for the kingdom of God on her knees at home than sometimes the preacher can do on the platform. If you want somebody to say something good about you, you say something good about somebody else. They'll say something good about you. Cast your bread upon the water. It will return to you. No matter how much trouble we have, how much heartaches or sorrows that we go through, all of these are reasons, and there's a reason for it. Don't profess anything that you can't back up. The devil's going to call your hand on it. Singing is a melody from the heart. God does not send anyone to hell. He never did, and he never will. Men send themselves to hell because they refuse to accept the way of salvation. If you fail, you failed by yourself. You just get away from the Word. But as long as you stay with the Word, it can't fail. Don't pay any attention to the messenger. Watch the message. Keep your eyes not on the messenger, but on the message. My desire in this life, and for this new year coming, is more faith in God. God, take away any doubt that's in my mind, if there should ever arise one. Be careful what you say, because you're guilty the way your judgment goes. If you can't decide, don't say nothing. Just leave it alone. As long as you argue and fuss over those kinds of things, you're still carnal and never get nowhere with God. Jesus is the only foundation, the only sure foundation. That's the reason we should come to him. Nobody else has that foundation. Riches doesn't have it. Popularity doesn't have it. Satan hasn't got one legal right of anything. Everything he's got is defeated, and the only thing he is a scarecrow. That's all. He cannot bother you. A man that's born of the Spirit of God, there's nothing at all can harm him. I don't believe that any man on earth has a right to put his own interpretation to the Word. God doesn't need anybody to interpret his Word. He is his own interpreter. Great material things don't always rest in God's will. God makes the rain to fall on the just and the unjust. What is Satan? Anything contrary to the Word. He doesn't have salvation. He doesn't have light. His kingdom is darkness. The end thereof is death. Darkness and death are Satan's kingdom. It's a joy to go to church under any circumstance. Whether it's hot, cold, indifferent, whether the people are fussing, growling, whatever they're doing, it's still a joy to hear the word of the Lord. Just trust Him. Simplicity of the trust. Just lean your shoulders against His and adore Him with all the adoration that you can pour out and walk with Him daily. You don't have to stick a knife in a man's back to kill him. You can break his character and kill him, kill his influence. Speak against your pastor here, say something bad about him. You just might as well have shot him. Prayer from a saint will go 1,000,000 times higher than an angel, because he's a son.